South Korea.
Final match of Aturto 2.3.
Here we have
The main event between Jun Seok of South Korea making his way to the ring now. The cage, rather.
I mean, he's absolutely confident that he's going to dominate Punyajit. He feels that Punya is not that strong. He's just an average fighter. I don't know how far he's going to take that because Punyajit is very, very good. Or maybe he's hyping himself up. But he seems to believe that Punyajit is not on his level.
Yeah, man, I don't know if I really believe that, knowing whatever little I do about Punyajit. Not as well as you do, obviously, and I know for a fact that you do have a very strong opinion about Punyajit's last fight in South Korea.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, look, for lack of a better word, I thought he got robbed of a victory.
Yep.
He had the South Koreans back. He had a body triangle locked in. In no other promotion in the world, not big, not small, will they stand you up from back control. They might stand you up from half guard. They might stand you up even from side control. But if you have somebody's back, they no promotion will stand you up, and they stood Punyajit up. I don't know if he, I probably took the loss harder than he did.
I think you did.
Because I love Indian MMA, I love our Indian MMA fighters, and I hate seeing them get screwed.
Yeah.
But Punyajit has a great opportunity this time to even the score with someone from South Korea, from the same organization that he fought in last time, Road FC. We've got Jun Seok. He is looking to take Punyajit's... Sorry, he's looking to take Punyajit's, what am I saying? Sorry. He's looking to basically beat Punyajit and take the victory back to South Korea.
Yeah, and the way he was talking about it, he was saying it's going to be not much of a challenge, but he doesn't think much about Punyajit. But I don't know, man. Knowing Punyajit, as well as not as well as Andrew does, the thing is, I think it's going to be a tough challenge for the South Korean fighter.
Yeah,
he did mention that he believes that the military service training that he has had back in South Korea has helped him mentally tremendously in his training. So let's see how that goes.
He's a very likable, good-looking chap, I must say. I'm sure the girls in Itanagar would definitely love him.
I mean, he's the foreign fighter here, but then he's definitely gained a lot of local support in the last few days.
Well, to be fair, in between him and Punyajit, if you just don't take any names, very likely people will think he's the local fighter here.
Yeah, true. No, and he said that he wants to show and he wants to win and he wants to show that fighters from Korea and specifically from Road FC are better.
We'll definitely find out in a while.
Yeah.
And now, can we have the fighter from the red corner?
Making his way into the cage, the record of 4-1. At 30 years old, training out of cross-train, New Delhi, flanked by Tarun Yadav and Siddharth Singh. We've got Punyajit, the pride of Assam, Likharu. Look, again, his last fight was terrible. He's looking to redeem himself, show that he's at that level, and we in India can beat fighters that come from abroad,
One thing which was very surprising for me while talking to Punyajit was that he actually was very calm, although the loss, even though he felt it was probably not the best of or the fairest decision for him, he actually was very calm about it. He didn't take it too badly.
No, look, Punyajit is a fighter's fighter, right?
Yeah.
He knows that this is his career. He understands that losses come sometimes. Yeah, it stings. If it doesn't sting, that means you didn't try hard enough. And it stung for him for a little bit. But he also understands that, look, you can't look back to the past. You have to move forward. And this is his version and his way of moving forward. Taking on someone who's very tough, someone from South Korea, from the same organization that he fought in last time.
And he's definitely believed to be the next big superstar from India after Anshul Junior, who's his training partner.
Yeah. And looking at the pro record, we see Jun Seok is 25 years old. He's 5'6", came in weighing at 62 kilograms, taking on Punyajit Likharu, who's 30 years old, also weighing in at 57 kilograms.
5'9", his height,
yeah, 5'9", exactly. Yep. So he's a little bit taller. He's got a little bit more range. Punyajit basically his striking is also like that. It's very accurate, very precise.
So Kim really wants to defeat him, right, in India.
Yeah, of course. He wants to beat him in India.
And he wants to take the victory back to Korea.
Yep.
But if Punyajit, I feel like if it defeats him in India, a Korean fighter, the prospects in Korea will be much better again. There will be much more stories for Punyajit to take off.
Yeah. No,
There
and
are
what,
much more
and what-
Korean fighters who would like
Yeah.
to prove himself against
Yeah.
Punyajit.
yeah, and
And
what that
then
does is it opens up like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
avenue for more fighters from Korea to come fight in a promotion like
back and
Aturto.
forth, back and forth.
Yep.
The challenge moves from South Korea to India, vice versa, back and forth.
Look, and Punyajit has gone through a bunch of injuries, gone through a bunch of adversity.
Yes.
But like the true and consummate fighter that he is, he's here ready to take on the challenge. And now back to Cargo for the fights.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Catchweight, the main event. Fighting out of blue corner from KDH MMA, South Korea. The charming yet powerful, out here to kill, Jun Seok. And fighting out of red corner from Cross Train, India, the pride of Assam, Punyajit Likharu.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And immediately, Kim shoots in on Punyajit, takes him down. But Punya reverses the position
Almost reverse it immediately.
and ends up on top.
Punyajit gives him a chance to get up.
Puts him in a clinch. And look, man, I gotta say, Kim is very tenacious.
Yep.
He keeps shooting for takedowns.
But
He's
this is
got good cardio as well.
Absolutely, but this is exactly what Punyajit expected. He exactly told us that he's going to shoot
Yeah,
for his
yeah,
legs
yeah.
right away.
And he did that. And Punyajit is shredded, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he knows exactly what's going on. He's trained for this. He's ready for it. He's not going to take a loss this time. That's for sure. Like, it's going to be up to Kim to take the win away from
You just
Punyajit.
have to watch out for that uppercut.
Yeah.
Punya might launch an uppercut, but right now Kim is pressing really well.
Yeah, he's really tenacious. And the thing is, he's not giving Punyajit the space that Punyajit likes to operate at, right?
Knee to Punyajit.
Both fighters jostling for position against the cage. Punya needs to look for separation and maybe throw in a few strikes here to deter, Kim from trying to take him down. Kim doing a very, very good job. You can see he's using his leg to defend,
Yeah.
keeping that distance so Punyajit can't take him down.
There's some high-level clinching going on right now.
The way he's controlling him with his arms and
Oh, he's
then
looking for a
legs-
guillotine here. He's looking for a guillotine here. But Punya, wise to it, pulls his head out.
but then again he gets Punya back. Punya's back on the cage.
Yep. Beautiful
Beautiful
sprawl.
Beautiful defense.
I really like that sprawl. Like,
Right
he
on
basically
time.
smashed his head into the canvas with his
Yes.
with his hips.
Like really committed to the sprawl, yeah.
Almost
But
knocked
he's
himself
got,
out.
but he's got a nice. Oh, and he
I think
manages to
Punya
take
is-
him down. Ends up right inside control. Punya in half guard, looking to consolidate guard. And look, I'm not exactly sure, but it looks like Kim's got a he's got a bad staph infection
And
on
I
his
think he's
back.
bleeding out of that.
Yeah, I think he's bleeding out. It could be an abscess, it could be a boil, but as far as I'm concerned, it looks to be a staph infection.
Yes.
I just noticed that.
Yeah, but it looks to be quite bad as well.
Looks nasty.
Looks nasty, so I wonder what his energy levels are like.
Exactly.
Oh,
And if he was on antibiotics for that, that's going to be a huge thing.
yeah, it's going to be a bit of a problem, but right now he's almost got Punyajit's back. All he needs to do is basically put all his weight on Punyajit, and if Punyajit is not smart and rolls over, Kim is going to get his back. But
Yeah.
Punya being
He's doing the right thing, yep.
Yeah, but Punya being the absolute veteran that he is, knows what he's doing. But Kim is relatively good here, and he's got the second hook in, laying in some punches on Punya.
This is some very unorthodox style of fighting I'm watching right now.
Can you see it? Okay, so he's using his right arm to dig under Punyajit's right leg. If he had gotten that, he could have got something called a Sulues stretch.
He can look for a Kimura from
He can get an armbar from here, but what he's looking for is actually control. He wants to take Punyajit's back. But Punya is smart. He's been in this position thousands of times before. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to defend. But Kim has got his back now. And Punya reverses the position, ends up in top control. This is what I was waiting for. It's the timing on Punya's reversal, man. Punya should look at throwing some elbows right now. Frame up and lay on some real damage on Kim.
I think that's exactly what he's looking at, is trying to posture up.
Yep.
Just planted that left leg. Okay.
He's very smart, Punya. He's using his left leg to
that's-
trap Kim's
Yeah,
arm.
he
and
is
letting-
trapped.
Beautiful.
And laid down some punishment there. Look, I've trained with Punya and I can tell you one thing. This guy's ground game is on another level, man. He's very, very, very good. He's one of the best fighters in the country. And he's showing it right now. He's almost to half guard. He's moving to half guard. Punyajit is going to ground him now. He's looking to take off the posting arm, and he does exactly that.
Yes. And I think this is going to be
As soon as Punyajit gets his left arm free, he's going to start raining down punches.
raining down punches from his left hand. Absolutely, yes.
Very tough position.
Bang,
Kim
another one.
senses
One,
that
yeah.
he's blocking his hand,
And Punyajit is right in front of his corner with Siddharth giving him very precise instructions of what to do. Kim is smart, he's limiting damage, but Punyajit is slowly inching to a much more dominant position, and he
Oh, he
takes
gets
Kim's
it
back.
10 seconds to
But
go.
he's got
10
10 seconds to go, the clock is working against him.
may not be enough. Won't have enough time to probably do
Of
what
course
he
he will,
has. in
exactly. Now he's got to wait for the second round
Yeah.
to really...
With that, I feel Kim is going to be a little hesitant with initiating those grappling exchanges.
Just the medical professional at hand is inspecting Kim's.
As you can
What is that called?
A
It
scarf
looks like an
infection.
abscess. But right now, as you can see, that's exactly where Punyajit traps Kim's right arm, using his left leg and just lays down some punishment. As you can see, Kim is very good as well. He knows when to shoot, and Punya's got to be aware of the shot, when
Yep.
it's coming. And he cannot be complacent.
Last minute instructions from his coach. One of the best gyms in India, if I'm not wrong, cross train.
Yep, undoubtedly.
Ready
For round
for
two.
round two.
I'm assuming Kim is going to look to shoot again.
Oh,
And
right
he does
away.
exactly that. But Punya smart, digs in the underhook, defends the takedown, and just starts laying on some strikes.
Punya definitely saw that coming.
Yeah, he did, he did.
Prepared, yeah.
He knew exactly what was going to happen and decided to take him down. But Punya's got to be a little careful here doing the clinch breaks. When the guys, like, when as soon as they break and they throw an overhand right, that's where he's got to be really careful. But Punya's smart, puts him up against the cage, tiring him out. And achieves separation. Beautiful work by Punyajit to pancake Kim, ending up in side control, but Kim is very good in the ground game and basically scrambles back to guard. And as you can see, the feet are open and he has an active guard. He's looking to put his back against the cage and use the cage to wall walk up.
Right.
He's kind of accepted bottom position right now, so Punya can just get up and start laying down some punishment. Beautiful short shots by Punyajit. And this is where you're seeing Punyajit's skill set. Like, he's one of the most talented Indian fighters out there. He's been working incredibly hard. Horrible thing to happen to him in South Korea, but he's showing that he's right up there with all these guys.
Absolutely.
He's an international level fighter.
That's
Exactly,
what
moved
we're seeing
straight
right
into
now.
half guard. As soon as he opened his guard, Punya knee sliced and is basically pretty much in half guard right now. He's got the mount. Oh, beautiful back take. Beautiful
exactly,
tactic
he
by
was in this
Punyajit.
position when he was the match was
Exactly,
stopped.
yes, yes,
Is
yes.
he
Got
gonna
his
unload the
leg.
unfinished business that he has to. Oh,
It's going to be
got the leg locked
iconic
in.
if he finishes him with a rear naked choke.
He's looking to. But what's happened is Kim is smart, right? He's put Punyajit's back up against the cage. So it's very difficult for Punyajit to maneuver because he has no place to go. The cage is stopping his movement. But still, he's in a very dominant position. He's in complete back control, back mount, one of the most dominant positions in mixed martial arts. Like Punya is 100% in control right now.
And he has enough time in this round to pull
Yep, he's got
something
2.5 minutes to really work. He's slowly inching towards a submission.
And Kim seems to be breathing heavy now. And we've got 2 more minutes in the second round.
Yep.
This must be exhausting for him.
Oh, it's very, like, I mean, he's got his arm right now. He needs to strip the grip. He's almost there.
Slowly working his way.
Punya is constantly making adjustments to get that choke in.
Yeah, it's those small little adjustments, but it's
Exactly.
not like Kim. But Kim is no chump either. Like,
Yeah.
you
He
know,
knows.
Punyajit laying down some punishment here. Oh, he's in complete control right now. You can hear Kim's corner shouting out instructions. They're right in front of his corner. Punya is in, again, a very dominant position, laying down strikes. And he's looking to finish the fight with a
think-
rear naked choke.
Punya's, this might be the opportunity he's looking for. Right now might be the best time to go for it.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, Kim is smart as well, right? He's defending. I mean, he's in a bad position, sure, but he's making sure that he's not making any silly mistakes. He's
Yes.
not giving up any bad, seriously bad submissions. He's not giving up his neck. He's controlling Punyajit's arm. He's doing all the right things. He's trying to get rid of that body triangle, as you can see, using his right leg to break Punyajit's grip on the body triangle, and he's going to try and use that to maybe get up.
Yes,
or
it's
to
a very-
maybe at least reverse position.
It's a very bad and tricky position to be in because one mistake he makes and then it's going to be the end of the
it's going to be the end.
fight.
He can't afford to make too many bad mistakes here.
Yeah.
It's a very dangerous position. He's smart. You see, he's got 2-on-1. He's using 2 hands on 1 arm to control Punyajit. And he's pretty much out of danger right now, but Punyajit puts him right back into a dangerous position. And laying down some punishment. Do you know what, like, it's this, yeah, like these days, like most fighters, right, like their rear naked choke defense, their submission defense is just so good. Like, you know, it's so difficult to tap these guys. They're all working on the same kinds of submission defense.
Yeah,
So they know what's happening, when it's coming.
because it's one of the first things that they
learn-
teach you in
yeah,
defense.
Not like the
exactly,
old,
You
yeah.
learn against
not
a-
like the good old
defend.
times.
Yeah. To defend
He's going
against
for a
the rear
short
naked
choke. He's
Oh,
going
that's
for a short
inside.
choke.
That's
Might not
inside
have
choke.
enough
But he doesn't
time
have
again.
time. Yep, but he doesn't have time.
Same as the last round. Just
Exactly
didn't have
the
enough
same.
time to execute what he was trying to.
But hey, 2-round domination by Punyajit.
Absolutely. No doubt about that whatsoever.
Yep, he just can't be silly right now and make silly mistakes. Like, he's got to follow the game plan, and he's got a good coach behind him, make sure exactly what he's doing.
I'm sure Jun Seok's opinion about Punyajit might be changing a little bit.
Yeah, he might be changing.
Yep. And it might just change all the way in the 3rd round.
Punyajit, look, he's taken his back. Now, all Punyajit needs to do now is basically make the minor adjustments that he was having problems with, and maybe he can finish or sink in the choke, because he's managed to take Kim's back with relative ease. And if he can just hold it there for the rest of the round, he still won the fight in dominant fashion.
Absolutely. There's not anything extraordinary that Punyajit needs to do right now.
I
Now
mean,
tell me-
he knows the path to victory.
Yep.
So Andrew,
see
what
it,
does
actually.
Kim need to do?
So what Kim needs to do right now is he needs to not let Punyajit take his back. Fight out of that back position as hard as you can. Because if Punyajit takes your back, you're going to probably stay there for the rest of the round. Like, Punyajit's back control is very good. And here we have the final round, the main event between Jun Seok taking on Punyajit Likharu. They clinch
engages
again.
The clinch. Yeah. I mean, this has not worked out very well for Kim.
No, not at all.
Easily took him to the cage.
And the thing is, Punyajit's striking is very good, right, at distance, and Kim wants no part of that. You can
Exactly.
see
It's
that.
pretty evident.
Yeah, he wants
does not want to
absolutely no
engage.
part of that.
But he's not faring any better in the grappling game as well so far.
Yeah, I mean, he would.
Yeah, he's having a tough time even in the grappling game. He's not able to pin and hold Punyajit down, and he's not able to like get off any sub attempts.
Yeah.
Not being able to like hurt Punyajit in any meaningful way. Punyajit's got a double leg. As soon as he gets his hands clasped together, he's going to get him down, and he does. Punyajit looking to triangle the legs. He's almost there. Beautiful work by Punyajit. You can see he's using his right arm to trap Kim's right leg. And again, he's going to take his back right here. He's going to pull him and again take his back. This is Punya's bread and butter, man. He's really good.
It's almost like Kim made a difficult choice of struggling in the ground rather than engaging
in the striking.
Because he has been getting dominated in the entire
maybe
fight.
Maybe he thinks that, you know, he might get knocked out or might get cracked on his feet, and he'd rather take the chance on the ground.
But I do wonder, after having been dominated that way in the ground in 2 rounds, you know, one after another, one would have thought that maybe a little change of tactics was probably a better idea. You got nothing to lose anyway, right?
Yeah, you got nothing to lose anyway. And I would have liked to see Kim maybe like just bang it out with Punya. Right on the feet, just go wild, like take a few chances. Because right here, this is Punyajit's world.
Yeah,
like he can stay here all day, all night, like, you know, twice on Sundays. Like
that's what I mean.
He's fairly
looks like it
comfortable
was a
over there.
conscious decision on Kim's part to get dominated rather on the ground.
Because here, I mean, I think he seems like he's confident that he can avoid the rear naked choke, right? So he might as well take it there.
Yeah.
Maybe on the feet he was not so confident avoiding Punya's strikes, and maybe could have gotten cracked, could have gotten knocked out. But maybe he feels that this is a safer position for him. But Punya's almost got it.
He's almost got it.
Yep, he's almost got it, but he chose to strike.
That was a strange decision.
No, I mean, he was striking, he was getting him with punches.
I mean,
and it's also tough because Punyajit's head is pressed up against the cage, right?
No
like
place
it's difficult
to
for
move
me.
back. Right.
Like, I've seen Punyajit in this position. He goes for crazy stuff, arm bars, triangles. Like, you know, he's got a bunch of attacks from here.
Yeah.
And I would like to see maybe in the last, maybe 30 seconds, 10 seconds or so, he starts going in for some weird submissions and maybe he catches him in something. Like, you know, maybe an arm bar from the back. I would love to see that out of Punyajit. But he's smart. He knows that this is control. This is he's winning rounds.
Easy.
He's winning points.
Easy.
Easy.
I think surviving this round and the fight would be more of a moral victory for Kim Jun.
Yeah.
But Punya wants to finish this fight. Like,
He
you know,
does.
If he
clearly
really wants,
does,
if he really wants to put a stamp on his career, he needs to finish this fight.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he needs to like sort of finish the fight as in like, you know, if
To
he
prove a point.
to prove a point or anything like that. It looks good on your record, right?
Yeah.
Like, you've
I mean,
beaten a Korean fighter by finish.
Apart from the record that he has been dominating throughout the rounds.
Yeah,
and
correct.
if you don't finish this is like equally as not as good as like not winning.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about Punyajit. You can see that there's definitely not any lack of will to not win. He's doing
And
everything.
he's got it. He's got a short choke here. He's almost
I
in.
don't think it's under the chin.
No, it's not under the
as of
chin.
now.
It's
Not
not under the
quite.
chin.
Not quite there yet.
Not quite there.
Help.
I mean,
We're
it's
the last
difficult
minute
to
here.
finish somebody who's specifically just focusing on to survive,
Defense.
and that's exactly what Kim
correct.
is doing right now.
Yeah. He's not looking for any offense at this position.
Exactly.
He's not looking to turn his hips in, not looking to break the body lock. So it's very tough to finish an
Yeah,
opponent who's
exactly.
who's not giving you an opportunity to even like set up a submission, you know?
Yeah.
Last
30 seconds, I would love
of
to
the
see if
fight.
Punyajit like shows off some moves that he's got from back control. If he's able to, if he's able to flip Kim onto his stomach, onto his belly, maybe he can flatten him out and throw a few punches there. But now is the last 15 seconds. Punya has basically dominated this entire fight.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Into mount and
Those
dropping
are
punches
the elbows.
straight into mount again. Punyajit,
Down. But that was a dominant performance by
dominant
Punyajit
performance by
Likharu.
Punya.
All the way.
Wasn't a finish, but that definitely was a statement.
Yeah, it was definitely a statement. And sure, you can say that maybe Kim was out of it because of the staph infection or the abscess on his back. But hey, you chose to fight, right?
fucking average. The grappler, I wanted to make a statement.
And here you can see Punyajit clasping his hands, taking Kim down, showing off his dominance on the ground as well. And Punyajit is excellent. His ground game is very, very good. Didn't get to show off his striking, but definitely got to show off his ground control.
But I'm sure Kim is definitely looking at Punyajit in a whole new light right now.
He's not so average now, is he?
Not anymore.
Look, in my opinion, I may be a little bit biased because we come from the same team, but Punyajit is one of the most mature and one of the most technically well-rounded fighters in the entire country.
Absolutely. And I think he proved that beyond any shadow of doubt
beyond
today.
the shadow of a doubt today. One of the few fighters to have beaten a Korean fighter. And now, back to Cargo in the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. For the main event of Aturto 2.3, winner by unanimous decision is in the red corner, the pride of Assam, Punyajit Likharu. Jun Seok. The fight, 3 rounds. What do you want to say?
원래는 완벽하게 이겨서 다음에도 이거 아토르스 대회 또 나오고 싶었고 이타나가를 배우고 싶었는데 더 할 말이 없습니다.
First of all, I'm honored to be here. Thanks, Mr. Tara and Itanagar peoples, and he wants to come back again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, all the way, Kim Jun Seok. We will call you. Oh, thank you. All right, with that being said. Ladies and gentlemen, history being made. History is being made. Can we have a big round of applause for Punyajit? Ladies and gentlemen, history. First, Jiu-Jitsu, purple flag in Northeast India. Punyajit, I just want to know what's happening right now and what do you want to say?
Before the guys, if you saw the promo, he said he's going to kill me. And when I got to know he was grappler है, I know I can beat him. उसका zero power है. He can punch me there, laying on the floor, punch me as hard as he wanted, but he would have never knocked me out. So when he said he'll kill me, I wanted to test him in his discipline. So even though I can't because of my injury, but I just beat him 3 rounds in grappling. That just shows how good I am. And I'm making a proud to win this fight in back after a long time in India and in my second home in Arunachal Pradesh in front of all you beautiful people. Thank you. Thank you for coming and supporting me, supporting our beautiful sport, supporting our spirit. Northeast proud, the fire spirit. That's what I represent, and hope you guys enjoy it. And trust me, this is just a little bit of my skill set. I have a lot more to show, and you'll see it soon in bigger stages.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the main event, Punyajit Likharu.
My God, what an event! Yeah, the first time the Aturto team has gone pro, and you can see like the quality of fights has improved, right? The quality of fighters
Absolutely,
has improved,
absolutely.
and there's only one way to go, one direction to go from here, and that's up.
All the way up, all the
Correct.
way up, as
I'm-
we would like to say.